And guys, let's take a moment to lie down, and I thought we'd just take a little stretch first. So let's take happy baby. Draw your hands to your feet and just start to rock a little right and start to rock a little left. So you're just waking up. Breathe in. And then as you're ready, pull your feet together and let your knees be wider. It's kind of like you're an upside down butterfly, just a little rocking. We're waking up our bodies. Take your right ankle to left thigh and reach your hands through the window, and it's okay to rock or to move your ankles and toes. We're just waking up. Start the breath a little fuller as well, and the inhale is long, and the exhale is just relaxing. And then take your other ankle to thigh and reach your hands through and just enjoy, rock, move, breathe in. Ankle can move, toes can spread. And now for a moment, lift up your right leg, pull your left leg down, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Try some ankle rolls. And then try your other one. We're just touching the muscles, getting some blood flow, getting some synovial. Point, flex, point, flex. And let's let both legs come in, hug them, inhale, and then let them down and curl up. For bridging, now we're waking up the back. Curl up and down, and up and down, and up. And as you do this, you might notice that your back wakes up and you can get more attention in what was tight. So let's say your low back's tight, you can just slow it down there. 2 and 1. Hold it up. Take your arms overhead, kind of like a T or a field goal post, and just breathe and hold. 10, the hips are in the air. 5, 2, and then lower back down. We're going to take one more warm-up move here. So take your left leg down and your right knee over. Put your left hand on your right thigh and take your right arm out in a few circles. 2, 3 or 4, and then let it be a rotational twist, a stretch, and 10. And as you're ready, inhale. And then let's realign. You're going to take your other side, right leg long, and hand on the thigh. The left arm can do a few circles. I'm having an urge that we just need a little longer warm up today. Bring your left arm out and your palm up and just feel your back, feel your hip, feel your upper back rotation, your chest. And then slowly, when you're ready, gently come in, hug your legs into your belly. And we're gonna leave your feet up in the air as if there's a table underneath them, and place your fingers behind your head. Rotate and then point your toes softly. Flex your foot. And then put your feet back down. Now this time you're gonna curl up. We're gonna lift up a leg and you're gonna flex it down and point it up. while you're in a high bridge, while your hips are up in the air, wake up that hamstring, wake up that ankle, wake up your toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That foot comes down. Take your other leg up, point and flex. And 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Really reach your foot. And then let that foot down. Take your high bridge here and just add 10 little pulses at the top. 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your leg down. Extend your right leg up with a soft point and put your left leg down. Draw circles as you wake up that hip. You might be bigger in the circles, but just make sure your ribs are down. Breathe in. 6, 7. Go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, leave the leg up, hold on to it, and do a full pull your toe, flex your toe, and then just leave the toes pulled back and hold 10. Let that leg down and take your other leg up and draw circles. Another modification would be that you bend either knee to make sure the ribs are down. So you're only going a big a circle as your ribs can stay down. Now we're gonna do the other direction. 8, 7, 6. Leave the leg up, and then you can point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex, and then leave the toes pulled back. Take a full body stretch through your arms, through your legs, and then try to shift your hips. Breathe in, and then as you're ready, you're going to reach your arms forward, inhale, and on your exhale, peel up and go over your legs, stretch, and then inhale, lower your spine. Roll down, make sure your space is clear. Inhale, your arms go overhead. Exhale, roll up, tuck the chin, roll over your legs. Inhale and roll down, breathe in, you stretch. Exhale, up and over and down. And let's do 2 more. Breathe in, come up, breathe down. Yep, stretch your fingers, through your fingers. Exhale, up, over, and down. Terrific job. And then we're going to turn onto the sides, and we're going to hold our arm as if it's a little pillow. Take both legs up so you feel this part of your obliques, your waist. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now lie on your belly, lift up both legs, and tap the feet together in the air 20 times. This time add a flutter kick 20 times vertical. And then turn over to your other side. So I am going to get over here because I'm facing you. You're going to take your arm under your head like a pillow. Lift up both legs and feel your waist. belly down, and lift up both legs. Tap the feet in the air 20 times. We're also going to do a vertical kick for 20, so like you're swimming laps at the pool. There you go. Hamstrings, glutes. Now we're going to add on the hands, pushing you up into a down dog. Let's stretch out those calves. You can bend them and straighten them if you want to, and just kind of make this your own. You might bend one knee and stretch. And then come into a forearm plank, and this is going to be elbows underneath your shoulders and hold like you are just static. You're just going through your cues. Your forearms are strong. Now rest your pelvis. Here you're in Sphinx, but now push your hands into the floor and go up. Up dog or cobra, swan. Your pelvis is on the floor, your shoulders are down the back, you're breathing fully. Good. Make sure everything feels good. Your neck looks good to me. Good. Lower your spine. We're going to do a slow-mo. So you're going to come up with just your back. Let your hands help you up. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale, lower down, and we're going to do it again. Inhale, come up, just peel up, and then let your hands help you. And hold 10. And then lower into a child pose, and if you want a foot stretch, pull your toes under and feel your feet getting a stretch. Your hands can help you. And good, go to down dog. Push up through your heels and go to plank and do up dog. We're gonna do 5 of these articulations. So lower back, middle back, upper back. Lift up, inhale, and then tuck. 2, lift. 3, and keep the breath real full. 4. 1 more. 5. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to have a seat. If you would like to sit, grab that, and then we're going to face the fanny down, seated, legs in front. Check your space. I like to just really make sure there's nothing in the way for a side. Stretch. Big inhale. And keep going. I'm just going to slip the sweatshirt off, but do lateral flexion. Up and over. It's at your own pace. Reach through your fingers. Breathe in. We're going to hold this side, so it doesn't matter which one because we're going to do both 10. Inhale. Oh, so good. And then up, over, breathe. And then you're going to inhale, come up, and then take one arm up and back, fingers point away. One arm up and back, fingers point away, elbows soft, breathe in. Feel the posture muscles getting stretched. And then when you come back up, take your legs a little wider than your hips and your shoulders. Stretch out like a T. Open to one side and then reach. Breathe in. rotate first and then reach. This is the saw, and take your time. You're trying to keep your hips steady on the floor. You might go a little deeper as you're warmed up. Stretch really big, wingspan like an eagle. One more. Now stretch out as much as you want with your legs and then lean forward. You can hold onto your feet or the floor or your legs and just shake it out. Relax. Inhale and come up. We're going to go to one side. So you know how we do side stretch? We're putting that together with this. Any way that you can feel like you're just worried, you're just concerned about the stretch. You don't have to worry about holding yourself up. 10. This is also for posture. Take another inhale, come up and over. We're going to go to the other side. Breathe. Now just to notice, go right down the middle. Sometimes it's easier right after that. So 10. And then come back up. And if you would like a sip, grab a sip. We're going to do a sideline leg. I'm going to move this weight for a moment, but lie on your arm like it's a pillow. And you're going to take one leg up really high. Try to point it up and then flex it back. So you want to feel your foot too. Point and then flex. You want to feel your inner thigh stretching. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Catch the leg any way you want to. Your inner thigh, your foot, your Pilates ring, your Donna band. Just enjoy. 10. Let that leg down, kind of like a little bend here. Point your toes on the bottom leg and try to go up high. Feel your waist pull in. You're pointing on this first set of 10. Now we're going to flex and really pull through your pinky toe on the next set of 10. And then we're going to do those two on the other side, those 2 leg exercises. So the top leg, let it go super high and then flex it down. Let it go super high and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Catch it, open, and enjoy. Oh, that feels so good. Hold, breathe, relax. Take that leg in a forward position and let your bottom leg point. 2, 3, 4, and lift. Feel your belly pull in and flex. Wonderful. And then we're going to go belly down and go into a swan with your inhale lifting you up. Let your hands assist you. Now find a really comfortable place Gently drop your chin to chest, so you're gently stretching your neck. Bring it up, look over your shoulder, just a gentle rotation, or I should say look to the side. Go forward, gently look to the side, gentle neck stretch. Now, neutral head, lower your spine, take your hands beside your hips and lift up your arms, they're facing the floor. Lift up your legs and breathe, building your back body strength. Inhale and exhale, lower. Now interlace your fingers and come up. And lower. Now interlace your fingers the other way and come up. And then if you can take bow pose, take it. If you need to break it into one leg each time, that's okay. 10. Relax, and we're gonna do it again and go up, or you could take the other foot. So 10. And relax. And then briefly child pose. And if you want to keep your toes under and get that foot stretch, you can. Breathe. Go out to forearm plank, and it's like you're trying to be through a tube. So from forearm plank, you push forward, you're in that tube, you let go back through your heel. So you're forward and back. Just take 10, neck is easy. And then we're gonna turn sideways. Let your arm up and hold a side plank. Just hold steady. Don't worry about anything but stretching out through your hand and keeping your shoulder blade down the back, breathing. As you lower your hip, we're gonna exhale and go to the other side. Your elbows underneath your shoulder, your top hand can stretch out. Oh, good. 10. Breathe in. And then you're going to lower. Now back to the side plank. The hand that's at the top can be near your head as if you're making a triangle. You can come up. We're going to add a rotation and let your hips be stable. So what this does is get your upper back mobile, and that's one of the secret formula recipes, the secret ingredients to keep a good, strong upper back that's upright and not rounded forward. So your upper back does this, not your hips, not your knees, not your legs. And of course, it's also oblique strengthening. Now we're gonna come down and shoulder strengthening. Go to the other side, but I want to just stress that the thoracic mobility is one secret ingredient of an upper back that stays upright. Okay, upper back rotates, upper back rotates, upper back rotates. Good. Just stay strong with in other words, your shoulder blade is down the back still, stay strong there, and your hips are forward still. You're stabilizing in some places, you're mobilizing in other places. All right, that looks really good. Now we go back. Another trick is keeping the side muscles long, your flexibility in your lats and your shoulders. So this is also for posture. When you lift up, you reach through your fingers, you reach through your shoulder, you lift up, and of course it's ab strengthening. I just want to show you how we're trying to do a few things here. Breathe in. I want the posture muscles always getting attention. 5, reach through your fingers. 2, 6, add a big inhale. 7, class is a chance to get more breathing in than usual. Keep those respiratory muscles healthy and pliant and elastic. Breathe in and then let it go to the other side. Same thing when you hike and walk and garden and do your activities. It's like, big breath. Go up, breath is life, and over. So big stretch. 3, up, and over. Through your fingers. 5, good, lift the hips. 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And grab your roller, and if you need, grab a stiff and then make sure it's not anywhere near so we don't drop it, because we're gonna roll out our quad. So you've got, I'm just making room, you've got your foam roller underneath your thigh muscles. Your forearms are down, so it is plankish. You are gonna work arms and core, but roll back and forth. I'm gonna offer a few ways to do these, and if you find something that really works for you, you can stay on that. But when you go back like we did with the forearm plank, you feel how your quads are. Don't roll on the kneecap, just shy of it though, like 2 inches or so. Roll, roll. Now turn out like your Charlie Chaplin. Let your toes turn out. That's gonna be more inner quad. See how it feels for you. What's going on with your legs? So if you've had any knee tightness, this is a great one. All right, now roll in like you're pigeon-toed. Your toes are towards each other, and you're still gonna be rolling back and forth. You have some ab tone. You're not sagging. You're rolling out some quad muscles. Now go neutral again, which is where your toes point towards the floor. Now this is subtle, but barely deviate more to the left quad. Give it more of your attention. Yeah, kind of see what it needs. I just like bend my right knee a little bit to get my left leg heavier on it. Now bend, do the right leg. See, now you're gonna just kind of lean a little bit right, get more weight on the right quad. Now go back to neutral, and I'm gonna give another way to work the quads. You bend the knees, and that's a harder, it's more weight on the foam roller, or you can bend and straighten and kind of pump your legs. So just experiment, see what works for you. 4, 3, 2, and then turn sideways and let your arm be a forearm side plank. And I want to show you a couple things. The first one is the right foot could be on the floor, because this is a way to lighten the weight. There's a chance this IT could be tight and really need it. If you've had any tightness in your hip on the side or your tightness in your knee on the side, there's a good chance this muscle was contributing. So basically, from your big hip bone, the greater trochanter, you roll down towards your knee, but you don't roll on the side knee. You roll a few inches shy of it. See what you notice. Keep breathing. Sometimes you might accidentally want to hold your breath, but keep breathing. You can kind of tilt forward. You can tilt back. So you're getting a little bit of the hamstring or a little bit of the quad as well. It's all good, it all needs it. Your body's going to tell you where it needs it more. Now we're going to do the other side. Sometimes if you just look, one leg already looks longer than the other or feels relaxed. So yeah, good job, Betty. I can see yours too. I know, right? So that's good. So your other one, it's like you're doing a side plank and you roll out. I've got 1 foot bent, or sorry, 1 knee bent. So I've got some body weight on that top foot. That way it's not all on your bottom. IT. And you're gonna feel the right IT. And if you kind of rotate up, you feel a little bit of that hamstring. But that lateral hamstring tends to run tight. This is gonna help the hip and the knee. You may even roll towards the floor a little bit, and there's this TFL muscle, tensor fascia lata, right where your right front pocket is, and boy, does it tend to need it. Don't roll out the knee, stay a couple inches shy of it. Just explore and see, what do you need? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax for a moment. Don't be fooled, you're still getting an upper body workout with this, so I know it's releasing, but you're working. So sit your booty on the roller, and then all you can do at first is just sort of test. How is this? You know what I'm gonna add, I'm sure. Right ankle to left thigh. Roll out that hip that you're stretching. So my right ankle's on my left thigh, so I'm rolling out the right hip, the sacrum towards the high pelvic rim. Breathe in and out and in and out. And just try to get the good places in there. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, let's switch it up and try the left ankle to right thigh. You can lean over and try to roll out the hip that you're stretching. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great, guys. Now the booty is on the floor for a minute. Move that back, your roller knee. Put your upper back on top. Put your hands behind your head. Take your feet almost like bridge pose. Lift up. You got it, Michelle. Go for it. Yes. And you can do a back bend. You can do flexion. You can deviate right. You can deviate left. There's a million ways. You're just listening to your body, but you're basically kind of pushing your feet in the floor to go back and forth. Good. Sometimes I get a rib rotation correction just by doing this, so you might feel an adjustment. I always think it feels amazing. This is also gonna help with our preventing our any kind of roundedness that some people get, because we're working thoracic spine and mobility. We're keeping the fascia supple, elastic, so it doesn't get rigid and pulled forward. So this should feel so good, like you're doing something so good for your body, so therapeutic. Breathe in, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, can you put your hands behind your head and have a safe back bend? If not, grab a foam roller, or sorry, grab a block or a pillow and put yourself in a back bend, and you can even put your arms like a little, with the foam roller under your back. Your arms could be like a T or a field goal post. Stretch it in the front chest, and I'm going to take a look. Good. Upper back, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you can let your hand help you and take that out. And then you're going to take the foam roller underneath your sacrum, and that could be your stretch, or you can take both legs long and let the psoas, front of your thigh, get a stretch. And it should feel like a release on your low back. And Michelle, you look good, and you look good, Miss Biddy. So hold, relax, 10, palms up. And then slide your feet on the floor and take that out, and you're gonna go long ways. We're gonna go and use the foam roller for all the posture stretches that we're able to use it for. So your palms are wide, kind of like a T or a focal post. Your upper back is on the roller, your sacrum, your head. Yep, breathe. Feel your chest and shoulders get an opening that's gonna help the posture. Breathe in. Slowly roll off. And before we do the next one, I just want you to have a seat and do this real quick. I just want you to feel it. We have stretched today sideways, so it probably feels better than if you didn't, but just notice, especially right around here, notice. All right, so I've still got a little bit of congestion here. Now we're gonna roll that lat out. We haven't done this in a long time, and just, it's so good for posture. So you take your armpit, you gotta move your braid though. Move your braid out of the way. All right, take your armpit and kind of roll the back side of your armpit where the lat twist. And it's like a ropey feeling, or it's like you've got something good that you're rolling. And you don't even have to push that much. 2 or 3 inches on the back side of the forearm, back side of the armpit. Breathe in. And if you can get your shoulder too, go for it. The back of that shoulder probably has some trigger points, and the back of the scapula. Ooh. Yeah, the teres minor's right there, you can feel. Lat and teres minor. So just in the scapula itself, the rear deltoid, if you feel like you've got some tricep trigger points, you can roll them out. I don't usually have too many, but the shoulder usually can stand some work. So just see the back of your arm, the tricep, the lat should really be lit up. The back of the shoulder. These are all important for keeping the shoulder open, and a lot of people without intervention get rounded shoulders. So we're keeping this elastic, pliant, stretched. The fascia too, that's saran wrap type cellophane wrap around the muscles. We're keeping it, whoo, there's some spots right along that scapula. Breathe, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come up for a minute. Before you do the other side, before you do it, just breathe. And does that feel better? So I've got that little freedom in there that I didn't have. It's like one extra layer. And if you want, try the other side. What we're gonna do is go to that. So if you're like me and you just wanna feel it, yeah, notice it. All right, it's time to open this up even more. So take the other side, roll out that upper lat, roll it out, and it's just a little push back and forth. How's that side? It's neat to know what the difference is between your dominant arm and your non-dominant arm. Check out your deltoid. So I can feel my right side had a lot more going on. I have left side tenderness for sure. The right just felt like a little more potent in the shoulder and the lat. So just sort of notice, but boy, the left side still needs it, I can tell. Breathe. Get the scapula like that. You can feel the border. Get the, if you want, try the shoulder. I've got one there. Try the tricep. Good. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, gently come back, and let's just see how everything is, guys. You can sit however you want. I just want to see if it feels a little better for you. That's one way to tell is lateral flexion. And up. Yeah, you can sit any way you want to. Ooh, that side feels so much better. And then however you want to sit, try your cow face pose. Yeah. Looks great. Breathe. And then try your cow face pose. And breathe. And try your reverse namaste pose. So it's like a prayer backwards. So the fingers still point up, and work it up and breathe. And it's just easier and freer in there. Go down to the floor, keep your foam roller handy. We're gonna do swan on it, and just notice how your back feels when you do swan. See if it feels a little easier. So your legs are long, you've got your arms pretty wide, and we're gonna knife down like it's like the pinky side on the roller, and then inhale, go up. Just do it your own pace. Your elbows are long though, long, they're not bending. Yeah, up, 2, 3, feel that upper back. 4, just at your own pace. Up. Hold it up. Breathe. Lower down, we're gonna do it again. Inhale, hold your swan up. Yep, nice, Michelle, looks good, good. Exhale, lower, let's do it again. Inhale up. And then release and see if that child's pose feels so good for you. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, and when you're in down dog, put your left foot on your right heel and see if you can stretch out that one side. Give it all your attention. 10. Put the other foot down and then press that down for 10. We're going to try to press both heels down now. 10. And then gently come down to cat-cow. Round your back and lift. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. You can kind of keep your toes curled under too if you want that. Foot stretch. Now make a big circle as if you're trying to draw as big a circle as you can on the wall behind you. That should get some more back release, and then do it the other way. Big back release. Nice job. And then we're going to take that foam roller and get a Pilates ring or a Dynaband handy. So we're going to do a double stretch here. One leg goes in the air. One leg goes sacrum on the foam roller and pull it in and stretch. I think your back is going to feel so good after this, and knees and upper back and shoulders and posture muscles. While you have the leg in the air like that, you can take it across the midline a little bit, outer hamstring. And then take it out, 20. Switch it up, should feel just so lovely on that hip that's down and the thigh that's up. So it's sometimes you have to actually consciously relax that hip that's going towards the floor. You can take that leg across the midline. And then take it out to the side of it. And then let that down. Take the legs up. Well, you have to turn a little bit, but you can put your legs on a wall or on your couch, whatever you're using, and put your block or your foam roller underneath your sacrum. So now you've got this low back release. The vertebrae are getting plumped in space. The vessels are getting some relief. That we're actually just gonna disconnect from our body for a moment and just let your breath be your soft focus. The mind does like to focus on things. So what we're gonna do is let it focus on the breathing in through your nose and notice where your breath goes. nourishment and rejuvenation, replenishment to your cells. And release tension. Breathe in. Now, with ease and care, we're going to slide the roller or foam block out. We're going to take a moment to come into a seated position that's comfortable. With ear to shoulder, this is a scaling stretch. So the shoulders are neutral. You're not moving them or the ribs, you're just tilting your head. So I always think of when my dog looks at me like, what? It's sort of like your dog tilting. You're tilting your head like a dog. So your other arm reaches. Your hand is just helping if you want, but notice how I'm not getting this upper trap engaged. Everything's just soft. I like it so far. Like we needed that, Michelle. How about this one? Yeah, I can see it. And then I like to think, okay, I'm smelling a flower. Or you're looking down at your pocket. You'll find a place. It doesn't have to be exactly my angle. I like to really, if I have to focus on one thing, reach the arm down, because I'm never aggressively stretching my neck. So now it's up to neutral. Your shoulders are level, and then you just ear to shoulder. That may be it. You may reach this hand down. You may put this arm just a little help, but notice no neck in or no traps. And letting it all go. This chin is sort of heading diagonally while you reach down. Ah, there's a good one for me. So one side may feel different. I needed that side more. And you're going to come up gently, go right down the middle. So it's like this, shoulders down and drop. You can use your hands, but you do not have to. So whatever feels better, Michelle. Yep. Gently come up, and without your body moving, just your head. So you could use your fingers and try not to use your shoulder, to come forward, just your rotation. Just notice, what is it? We'd like to preserve that. Can't remember, I think it's 80 degrees is optimal. So just turn. I'll have to look that up. I used to know all the stuff off the top of my head. I think it's 80, but if it's prematurely tight, we'll just work on it. And then this is sort of vagal nerve, but it's also the scaling. So your jawline down to your clavicle is that scaling and platysma. So, I mean, you might even think like, okay, I'm just putting lotion on it. It's really superficial, but you're smoothing out. And that right there should feel like, that feels good, like vagal nerve response. So we're doing a few things, but vagal nerve. It's also telling the fascia of the platysma and the scalenes, long length. I like to think of those women in Africa that have when I was a kid, those National Geographic encyclopedias. They used to have rings around their throat, and it was like this really long neck. That's what you're doing. Really long neck. And when you go to the back, you can feel how that is from the occipital ridge down. There's no wrong way, but just sort of feel length. And then as you let go, you can feel how nice that is. We'll put a hand on each heart. Take a moment to breathe into your heart and notice the feeling or energy of replenishment, renewal, refresh, rejuvenation. Just
breathe in all those words, that energy behind it. Like at this moment, my main concern is rejuvenation, renewal. I am replenishing. I am filling up my cup, plumping up my cells, filling myself with good energy, good breath. There's nothing I have to do but soak in all this good feeling, bask in it, bathe in it. Replenishment, rejuvenation, renewal. So I'm going to have our intention be that anytime I need it, and I know I need it because my cells tell me I have a little wobble, that I know I can come back into a full replenishment breath, full replenishment moment where nothing else matters, but I just check in with myself, breathe, and get calm again. Today my intention is to stay in a full state of being, to let my cup be full. The irony is that when I fill my cup, those around me benefit by my light. And whenever you're ready, come back into the room. You guys look great. Let me know what you thought. We did a little something different. You and I had talked about doing something like this. I know you had a hard week last week, Michelle, so I felt like it was good. I'm so glad. Oh, so glad. Thank you guys. So good. Oh, I'm so glad you feel good. Awesome. Thank you.